Well, good morning everyone. I don't know if you can see through the window very much, but if you can, you can probably see that most of the snow that we had has gone and spring has sprung. There's still plenty of snow around in some areas, but most of it has disappeared, and it'll probably continue to do so as the day goes on. Yeah, I did clear up quite a lot this, I have to say. It's still a bit buried, but it's not as bad as it was, believe it or not. You can see I've made a path through to the cows last night as well, before I turned in. There's still the odd patches here and there that haven't seen the sun yet, so they should be okay. Just check into that. The horses have got some straw bales, yeah, it looks like they do. So then I'll go across and check on the cows. I'm not sure whether they're going to need straw or not. So today is the day that I'm definitely going to be beginning to sell certainly the flour. I'll look at the prices for the biofuel as well, and cheese, and see how we do, because they're all pretty much still got quite a bit of snow over there in the field yet. So, but as I say, I reckon the temperatures might start to climb up and disappear soon. It's still -2, so definitely a chilly start to the spring. Now we're going to need some more food over here. And straw, we'll do that just in a wee bit. Let's see how milk production is going. The water topped up. An extremely handy system, this. Right. We're almost getting towards another couple of tankers worth, small tankers worth. So I think what I'll do is leave it just now, and if we do get enough for a couple of tankers in the next couple of days, then I'll take it over. That water stopped, no? Ah, there we go. In the meantime, I'm gonna run off. Must be running on the snow. And yeah, I'm just gonna grab a quick cup of coffee because I'm not in it yet, before we then head up to the factories. So I'll speak to you again in a little bit. I got all the way up here and then realised I hadn't brought a weight for the front end. So then I thought, well, fine, I need to get a heavier weight anyway, so I just popped down to the store and bought myself a cheap second-hand weight. So this is 2,300 kilograms, so almost, that's about 800 kilograms heavier than the one I've got back at the farm. So we'll see how we get on with that, because of course we've got to get all of these sold, and for the moment anyway, the best prices are at the local shop, but they are dropping already, and it's only 9 o'clock. That's just like, but I think pallet warehouse isn't looking too bad. I'll have a look once I've again once I've got these loaded. And also the takeaway places maybe going to have, it's another possibility as well. I wonder, because of the snow there, I may not have parked in the best place for getting this on, have I? Right. I'll swing. Shall we try it? Let's fly over the snow. That could be disastrous. There we go. One, up we come. I really do hope that the rest of that snow goes today. I was up here as well. Now if I park it somewhere about here, that should give me plenty of access with the... put it down now. It's going to be one of these days, is it? Damn. Okay. Never mind, let's skedaddle.
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise, tear all the worries out of my mind. About who I'm supposed to be, I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away, it was simpler time. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon, I bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. Maybe my compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer each day to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes it don't last that long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. Child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
So that was the first load flour sold. We ended up taking it to the pallet warehouse there because they ended up having the better prices. Real shame because the shop price was, yeah, a good bit higher first thing this morning. And unless I was selling them through the night, though, I was never going to get to there in time to make use of that price. It's fine. So, Cows are just about finished this bales of silage that we have there. I've put 2 over and I've got 1 more left to that. I know we've got some boxes of silage in the shed as well. However, it's not on very straight, but it'll do. I'm only putting 6 on. However, I won't last them very long because they're only about 2,000 a pop. So I really need to start thinking of getting a dedicated grass field. Now there's a couple of reasons for this. I mean, not just to make sure that I'm getting enough grass cut and to get my cows fed, but also I need to improve their feed as well. The cows are likely going to become one of the main sources of my income over time. Well, that's the plan anyway, through the production of milk and then the cheese we get from the factory. So I really need to start to think about trying to maximize their production of milk. And to do that, I need better quality grass, because the grass they get is just from their meadow. I mean, it's not fertilized or improved in any way. And I need to start getting them some total mixed ration in their diet as well. Even if I only do it, maybe late autumn, winter time, whatever. I think just getting that into the diet should help. And for that, I will need something to mix it in. And all of which, as you know, costs us money. Now, my friend, my best friend here in the village, has told me through the grapevine, so to speak, that his boss, I mean, he has permission from his boss to tell me this, by the way, is looking to sell one of their fields, probably very soon. By the end of spring, probably, at the latest. And they've said they'd be happy to give me first dibs on it if I was interested. Well, I'm definitely interested. The only issue that I've got is the finances. I don't know if you remember the field that we did a couple of years ago, the one that we actually got the silage bales from, that they very kindly gave me in payment, half the bales from the field, which is a good amount. And so it's that field I think he's looking to sell, because it's too small now. He's looking at bigger fields now, and that one's a bit small. But I think they're going to be looking between 45 and 50,000 for it. So it's no small amount of money that I'm going to have to find. So I really need to get the best I can out of this produce that I've got up here. But as you know, I also have to give the factory owners a 15% cut of whatever I earn from this produce as payment for the work that they've done. Maybe one day, if I'm ever getting more produce, then I might look to renegotiate that 15% to 10%, but I think I would be having to produce quite a bit more for them to make it worthwhile for them. But anyway, So that's where we are at the moment. Again, desperately trying to cobble some money together. So I've got this, the biodiesel and the cheese. As you know, the cheese will thankfully, hopefully, well, it's going to be an ongoing thing. I'm hoping, as you know, to get a couple of tankers worth out of it soon, but then of course it takes time for the factory to produce the product. I mean, it's quick, but it ain't that quick. But so at the moment I'm just relying on what I've got here, and also my manure if I need to, because I've still got some of that. There is still some manure sat there that we could use if we need to sell. And hopefully, I mean, as you can see, the temperatures just now are still quite low. The air temperature's not too bad, but the ground temperature's -2, as you can see. So I've not even started thinking about getting my spring veg in yet. Bit stuck here. Hopefully soon though, because again that gives me a little bit of an income. I'm not getting this right this time. This kind of helps. Things keep ticking over. Again, not a huge amount. Get a bit from the horses, but yeah. So a lot of it's hanging on what we've got here, and if you get 8,246, so make 24 from this. As I say, then I've got to take off about 15%. I'll work out later, and then we'll just have to wait and see what we get from our produce, and we're just all going to try and get it all done today, because, well, we kind of have to. We've got to switch the light off. We've got to switch that light off. Well, if we're going to have any chance at getting enough cash together for this field, and I really do want to get to that point. I know it's going to also incur extra costs, because I'm actually going to have to lease balers and such, but well, or I can just, I mean, some of the grass I can bring to the factory to get made into silage there. Again, it's not an overly quick process. A little bit of thought, perhaps, maybe. I might actually try and work a few things out. We shall see. Anyway, let's get this to the warehouse.
Atomic particles traveling near the speed of light do decay more slowly than stationary particles. As strange and counterintuitive as it seems, time dilation is a law of nature. close to the speed of light is a kind of elixir of life. Because time slows down close to the speed of light, special relativity provides us with a means of going to the stars.
Cheese time! Right, so ended up after loading the biodiesel onto the trailer and driving off. When we looked at the prices again, realised that it's just the prices are not great at the moment for biodiesel. They will be in a couple of days from now, it'll be much better, I hope. We are currently at least on the way up, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that keep going up, and either tomorrow or the day after I can get around to selling it. So cheese isn't too bad, so we're just gonna do the cheese for now. As you can see, I've now got enough money to buy the field, but then I haven't actually paid the owners of the factories yet, so it's going to come down a little bit. But hopefully it's also going to go up a little bit once I sell this cheese. And I may, even if I don't get to 2,000 tomorrow, I might just, of milk, I might just bring it up anyway, just so we could start getting some cheese produced. I think we could, if we do buy that field, you know, we're going to have to get some money in our back pocket again quite quickly, because if we bought it now it wouldn't leave us very much, so yeah, we might not be too bad. I still want to, and I didn't do, I was meant to, as you may remember, get some oats for the horses for through the winter, and I didn't get round to it, partly because my aunt died and kind of threw things off a bit, and yeah, so I'd still like to, if I can, buy them in some oats, because I am supposed to be giving them some after all, so I might go do that in a bit. The next day or two as well if I can. My cousin though, she'll be on her way back to her farm in Germany. Yeah, she's pretty much tied up my aunt's stuff, you know. Although, you know, my aunt had done quite a lot of the tying up, you know, before she passed. so didn't leave my cousin too much to do. Oh, I don't think I did that very well at all. It was a bit hit and miss for this machine. So yeah, I'll just keep an eye on my mum now and make sure that she's okay. I don't think I put straps on those two first, did I? That's okay, I'll do it in a minute. Don't push them all off. Alright, so let's see what we get for these, shall we? I have to say, I think the cheese is quite heavy. It's even with a nice even weight on, it's not easy. How did we do? Cool. It's not bad at all, and not quite got full 6 to come, but I think we're going to be okay for buying our grass field. Let's hope it still does come on the market. It was a definite yeah, I think we're going to be okay. So we've definitely got enough to take a couple of tanker loads up to the cheese factory tomorrow. And yeah, look, they had 2 bales there this morning, there's only one. I'll just give you a sweet column here and one over there, so we're definitely going to need more silage. I still do have the biodiesel to sell, but I think we're going to be okay to buy that field. I'm going to go and speak to my friend this evening to see if that's definitely going to go through. Right. Yeah. I know it says 11 degrees up there, but I don't know if you can hear that wind in the background. But it's got a bit of a bite in it, and so it feels like minus, 5 or something at the moment. The ground temperature's -2. Right, so I brought my tractor in. It's going to need a little bit of TLC. I think I drove it a bit too far forward actually, but never mind, I'll sort out in a minute. For now though, I think I'll end it there for today. I've got to go work out what I own factories, but I'll do that, and once that's done I'll I'll be finished today myself, thankfully, inside where it's warm. So thanks for watching everybody, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Later.